Good afternoon, and welcome to Villanova University's Fall Preview Day for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. My name is Jumana Chowdhury, and I serve as Assistant Director in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. Throughout the course of today, you will meet faculty, staff, and students who will share with you our Augustinian Catholic tradition, challenging academic offerings, robust community of student organizations, and all that Villanova has to offer. It is my sincere hope that you find today valuable as you evaluate your future college home. Proudly serving as the nation's only Augustinian Catholic university, Villanova was founded in 1842 by friars of the Order of St. Augustine as a direct response to educational injustice in the city of Philadelphia. To this day, our Augustinian tradition is the cornerstone of our community, in which students learn to think critically, act compassionately, and succeed while serving others. The strength of the Villanova experience comes from our welcoming community, where all members are bonded together by the shared responsibility to uphold the ideals of St. Augustine and let the principle of veritas, unitas, and caritas, truth, unity, and love, guide their lives. At Villanova, you will often hear, "Become what you are not yet," which is a phrase from St. Augustine. Villanova's rigorous academic experience, which is rooted in the liberal arts, forms an environment in which students and professors are partners in learning. We are dedicated to providing a personalized experience that fosters each student's intellectual and spiritual well-being. In addition to work inside the classroom, students are encouraged to also serve those in need. Through academic and service programs, Villanova seeks to develop both the heart and the mind, and creates the atmosphere where students are called to ignite change as they move along their journey to become what they are not yet. Today, you will have the opportunity to explore our 260-acre campus, which is located just 12 miles to the west of Philadelphia, Center City, Philadelphia. We are home to a diverse group of undergraduate population of 6,700 students who are studying in over 100 academic programs across our 4 academic undergraduate colleges. We hope that your experience on campus today will resonate with you and leave you asking, how can I become a Wildcat? Should you wish to consider Villanova as your new home for the next 4 years, we invite you to submit an application for admission in the coming months. Villanova is a member of the Common Application, which is an application shared by over 1,000 colleges. It includes biographical information, an activities list, and over 1,000, a writing sample, In addition to this Common Application, we will require the following: a high school transcript, 2 brief Villanova writing supplements, 1 required letter of recommendation from a teacher who has taught you during your high school career. We suggest that you ask a teacher who knows you well and can speak in detail about your contributions in the classroom and interactions with classmates. In addition, if you would like, you can submit 1 optional letter of recommendation from your secondary school counselor. In fairness to all applicants, we will only consider these 2 letters of recommendation. Any additional letters will not be a factor in our application process. We have once again adopted a test optional policy for this application year. This includes all academic programs, as well as honors program and merit-based scholarship consideration. No applicant will be disadvantaged should they choose to withhold standardized test scores. Should an applicant have scores that they wish to be considered, we will evaluate and superscore both the SAT and the ACT. Additional information surrounding our policies can be found at admission.villanova.edu. Last year, for the class of 2027, we were very fortunate to receive more than 23,700 applications for a targeted 1,700 seats. As we carefully and thoughtfully review each application, we are looking for hardworking students who are intellectually curious, open to difference, and have demonstrated kindness. Through the transcript, writing supplements, and letter of recommendation, we aim to understand who you are. What passions, gifts, and talents might you bring to ignite change in our Villanova community? As you plan to submit your application, we offer 4 rounds of admission sharing 2 deadlines, November 1st and January 15th. On November 1st, you can apply Early Action or Early Decision 1. On January 15th, you can apply Regular Decision or Early Decision 2. Early Decision includes a binding agreement and is best suited for applicants who know that Villanova is their #1 choice. An applicant may only apply to one college or university via Early Decision. If admitted through Early Decision, an applicant is bound to enroll at that institution. If you wish to apply for financial assistance, please note that we offer both need and merit-based assistance. However, the bulk of our resources are allocated to support need-based assistance in alignment with our Augustinian mission. I'm sure you have come to campus today with many questions. Members of the Office of Undergraduate Admission will be available following this presentation at the campus green until 3:30 p.m. But now it is time to learn more about the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I am pleased to introduce our first speaker, Dr. Crystal Luckey, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs.
Thank you. Wait, before you go, we're represented from 49 states.
That is true.
Which state do we not have a student from Villanova, at Villanova? Which one? Is it South Dakota? I thought it might be one of the Dakotas. Am I right?
Maybe one of the Dakotas.
Okay, all right.
Anyone here?
We got to do something about that.
There you go.
I mean, how can you have 49 out of 50? I mean, you just can't do it. Welcome to the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Villanova University. I'm Dr. Crystal Luckey, and I have the honor of serving as the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. I came to Villanova in 1996 as a literature professor, and after many years of teaching and serving in various administrative roles, I'm now beginning my 7th year serving alongside the Dean of the college, Dr. Adele Lindenmayer. I still teach as well. I teach 19th and 20th century African American literature. Our college is the oldest and the largest at Villanova. Don't tell anybody, it's the best, with approximately half of the entire undergraduate student body, which is about 3,400 students, and 2/3 of the faculty. We have over 400 full-time professors. We have 23 different departments, from astrophysics to global interdisciplinary studies to theater to theology, which offer a wide variety of academic programs. So this afternoon is going to be like a tasting menu of sorts. You'll have an opportunity to sample some of our college's abundant buffet of academic opportunities by visiting the departments and the programs and meeting faculty representatives. I guarantee you that you will leave campus with an appreciation of what is so special about the education we offer here, and you'll have a good understanding of the core principles, values, and beliefs that inspire all that we do here. So, why should you seriously consider Villanova's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences? The reasons are almost too numerous to mention. We have a beautiful campus, our excellent location near the historic and vibrant multicultural city of Philadelphia. We have an outstanding ranking among the nation's top universities, and we have amazing athletic teams. But in my view, one of the most important reasons is the exceptional educational experience that we provide. Every organization, every institution, no matter which college or university you visit, should be able to clearly articulate its value proposition. And in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, we call that the CLAS promise. It's the foundation of the liberal arts education that we provide. So here it is. CLAS, or the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, cultivates knowledge, understanding, and intellectual courage for a purposeful life in a challenging and changing world through academic programs that are built on intellectual rigor, a global perspective, high-value skills, and meaningful success. To deliver this promise, we pursue a strategy that unites the old with the new. So our undergraduate education in CLAS is built on timeless values and the aims of a liberal arts education that are fitted to the 21st century needs and adapted to the rapid growth and diversification of information and knowledge. You'll find Villanova students and faculty studying Judeo-Christian thought, or a range of literary works together, knowledge that has endured for centuries. But at the same time, our students venture into new realms, such as Arabic literature, American Sign Language, Chinese language, feminist philosophy, and they take courses on things such as genomics, cybersecurity, or subjects that didn't even exist 5 years ago. We're constantly thinking about what our students are going to have to face and the challenges that they are going to encounter in the world that they will live in. We don't prepare our students for specific jobs. We give them the knowledge and the skills and the capabilities that ensure they will succeed in the rapidly changing workscape of their future. Our strategy of uniting the values of a liberal arts education with cutting-edge knowledge and preparation for the future begins with our distinctive CLAS core curriculum. Some institutions call it Gen Ed requirements, but we are very intentional in the way that we describe it as the core curriculum. The courses in our core curriculum encompass a broad range of disciplines. Students learn how to study in depth and with intellectual sophistication. Our core focuses not on facts, but on the achievement of a synthesis of knowledge and the development of intellectual skills that provide a basis for informed judgment and lifelong learning. I want to repeat that. We design our core to build the foundation that will enable students to be successful at Villanova and then for their entire lives. A second component of our strategy is to align academic opportunities with hands-on experiential learning. If you ask me to sum up in a few words what distinguishes Villanova's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences from other institutions, I would give you two words: opportunity and collaboration. First, opportunity entails that our job is to provide the opportunities that will enable our students to set their own course and discover their own passions and purpose. That's what we were talking about, right? We invite our students to explore different disciplines in our comprehensive yet flexible core curriculum. We like to think of our students as free-range thinkers. Students may choose from over 40 majors, actually it's over 50 now, and well over 50 minors, from statistics to creative writing, from global interdisciplinary studies to biochemistry, and a range of all kinds in between. One of the things about Villanova students is that they are genius at putting together such and such minor with such and such major with 3 different minors that maybe I wouldn't even see how they connect together, but because they're all going for their own unique paths, they know how to articulate the ways that they put together their academic experiences. Our students put together their programs of study and combine sciences with humanities, economics with global studies, a major in Spanish and Japanese with an interdisciplinary concentration like peace and justice or Africana studies. We also offer literally hundreds of diverse internships and service learning opportunities that help students connect their classroom experience with the world of work. You can even get a head start on a master's degree while you're here by taking graduate seminars for credit towards your bachelor's and master's degree in your senior year. And some of our programs have 5-year programs where at the end of the 5 years you actually will have your master's degree. So I talked about opportunity. Second is collaboration. It's a special quality of the Villanova education. It originates in our Augustinian ethos, which is the foundation of our culture. As I mentioned already, but I can't emphasize it enough, at Villanova, we value cooperation over competition. And the video said it, and I think they stole that from us. We envision the university as a diverse community united by a common passion for knowledge and discovery, grounded in mutual respect and love. We see this in the small classes taught by full-time teacher scholars who are at the top of their respective fields. We see this in the ways faculty invite students to collaborate with them in their research and in the learning communities for our first and second year students. Students here help each other in a myriad of ways. If you visit the Learning Commons in the library, right in the center of Falvey Library, at any time of the semester, you'll see students tutoring other students in math, in writing, in physics, in French. At Villanova, we believe that each of us succeeds when we all succeed together. I don't want you just to take my word for it. I'm very pleased to be able to introduce to you 4 members of our community who exemplify our culture of opportunity and collaboration. So first, please meet Dr. Kevin Mimbiol, Professor of Chemistry and Associate Dean for Research, and his student, Zach Tolles.
You got to stand next to me. I feel much more comfortable okay, there you go. Hello, everybody. My name is Kevin Minbiol. As Dean Lucky just said, I'm a professor of chemistry and associate dean of research. This is Zach Tolles. He's going to, I'm giving him like 2 minutes out of my 7 minutes here. And even though we just met each other, I'm going to start off with an admission. I am a nerd. And I love being a nerd. I just want to kind of talk through that a little bit because maybe you think this is a bad sort of word, or maybe you're like, dude, you're a chemistry professor. I knew that already. But what I actually mean is that I am really curious. I'm curious about science, and for me in particular, about chemistry. And I know that all of you brilliant high schoolers out there are looking to choose the best next step for you guys for college. And you guys may call yourself curious, or maybe even nerds. So let me take a second to explain to you why Villanova might be a special place for a curious student like you. All right. So if I had to identify what makes Villanova unique, and I've got a 17-year-old, there's like 3,000 pieces of mail on our kitchen table from different super duper colleges. There were 3 this morning. What makes Villanova any different? So I would say that as an institution, we've got curious faculty who want to engage with curious students. Right here. And how do we engage with curious students? It's research. We do mostly fundamental research in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. You know, I'm glad we have our nurses, I'm glad we have engineering and the business majors so they can get rich and donate money to the university. But we're a little bit less applied and a little bit more fundamental. So we are essentially the people who love finding things out and asking questions and developing hypotheses and testing ideas. And the teammates that we faculty nerds choose is our students. Okay, so I'm gonna let Zach talk in a minute, but not quite yet, just hang on, about some of the experiences in our own research lab. But first I'm gonna tell you about another student who might be in the audience. Luke Lely, are you here? I don't know if I can't tell if he's here or not. Sorry, bro, for what's about to happen if you are here. Okay, because Luke Lelly is going to exemplify the curiosity that I'm talking about, and you might identify this dude as kind of a nerd. So I was giving a tour back in May to a bunch of high school students. So of course I go around the science building, Mendel Hall, and one self-identified as being particularly interested in physics. Okay, more power to you. Not my bag, but that's cool. Fortunately, the department chair of physics, Dave Chuss, found the time to say hello. So about 6 of us park it in Dr. Chuss's office, and then Luke, young nerd, Professor Chuss, big nerd, started talking in what I thought was some unintelligible language, like, I'm curious, but I don't know my muons from, I'm pretty sure that they came up with time travel during that meeting. They nerded out so deeply that Luke got himself invited to all of their research group meetings for this entire past summer. Now, dude's still in high school. But it was pretty amazing. Now, a word about Professor Chuss. So Professor Chuss got his PhD in physics or astrophysics from Northwestern, went to NASA, worked there for 10 years, but he was missing something. He left NASA to come back to Villanova, where he had been an undergraduate, because he wanted to work alongside some of the future physicists of the world. He proves, to me anyway, that Villanova is a true sweet spot. We've got extremely high-level scholarship. There's over $1 million in grants from NASA to Professor Chuss. We publish a ton. Who got the last Pulitzer Prize in drama? A Villanova faculty member over in theater. Where can you find dozens and dozens of National Science Foundation grants, including one, we just got one like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Over in Mendel Hall with Villanova faculty. Who got funds from the National Archives to study advertisements in newspapers from the 1870s to try to, from people trying to reconnect with their families when they are formerly enslaved people? Villanova faculty. And all of us nerds do this hand in hand with students. Our research group has 78 publications, almost all of them undergraduate driven. This past summer, the Department of Biology had 35 or so students working on campus all summer. The Department of Chemistry, my home department, had 40 of us, $4,000 stipend, room and board, all covered. If you're more of a social scientist, we have the Villanova Social Science Apprenticeship for all the political science, I'm looking at you, communications and other ones. There's a lot of people nerding out, and maybe now is the time I'm going to pause and let you kind of tell your story of how we met up.
Awesome. How you guys doing today? My name is Zachary Tolles. I'm a current senior here at Villanova, comprehensive science major, computer science minor. So if you couldn't tell, I am also a nerd. And one thing I definitely want to talk about here at Villanova, it really is the land of opportunity in the literal sense where there's no formal way of doing things. As high schoolers, you may not know, but for older people in the crowd, most research labs or getting into research labs, what you need to do is, honestly, it's a whole nother application, whether it's a formal email or you're knocking professors' office hours, et cetera, et cetera. So freshman, sophomore year, I was really trying to get into research, really passionate about it, you know, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And I'm sending countless emails to professors. Hi, my name's Zachary Tolles. I'm interested in XYZ. Can we do it? And it was kind of depressing, I'm not gonna lie. We were getting some people not getting emails back, or at the same time, they were saying go a little bit later, but at the same time, I didn't really know how to go about it until one day I bumped into Dr. Membiel, and I had no clue he did research. He was just talking to me about research, how to really send the email the right way, because I came into college, I needed to know how to do a lot of right things, and he said he did research. Next thing I know, I'm in a research lab and I'm doing research on benzalonium chloride and different derivatives of that. That sounds confusing. Sometimes I get confused too. Don't even feel bad. But one thing I really do want to emphasize about Villanova is the genuineness of the faculty. You heard the stats, you heard the statistics. We're a good school. You guys are here in this crowd right now because we're a good school. But the one thing that really does separate us from other schools is the genuineness of the professors. Dr. Lucky's in the crowd right here. We see her, she's a wonderful lady. I've been to her church. I've also gone fishing with her husband. If you have the opportunity to do that, it's a great time. Again, Dr. Membiel, he's been in my corner since day one. He's the reason why I've been to amazing places. I as of being in chemistry research, I've gone to ACS, which is the American Chemical Society. I've been to places like Indianapolis. I've been to Jersey. Well, I'm from Jersey, so that really wasn't it wasn't a real riveting experience. I was at TCNJ. I'm from South Jersey. Anybody from Jersey? Shout out to you guys. Give them, yeah, like it, Jersey? Okay, I love it. And even next year, I have the opportunity to go to New Orleans, which I'm really looking forward to that. So anybody from New Orleans, hit me up. I'm going to need a tour guide. Looking forward to that. But all in all, one thing I cannot stress enough about Villanova, again, it truly is a place of opportunity. The professors here, you can't beat them. They do this not because they're getting paid. I did not pay her husband to go fishing with me. He receives nothing but the one fish that I caught. The professors here, and I can't stress, the professors here genuinely do this because they care. They want to see us succeed. So if you take anything away from your day-to-day, just know all the professors you meet, and it's not just class, but all the professors that you meet at this university truly want you to succeed, and they get a kick out of it. Like, it genuinely makes them happy. So with that said, I hope you all have a wonderful time today, and I really hope that you choose Villanova as your home.
Yeah, Zach. So let's recap. So you already presented at the American Chemical Society National Meeting in Indianapolis, check, so Indiana. Going to New Orleans in the spring. How many publications are there where you're the first author, Zach?
So I am currently first author on one paper, second author on another, and looking to be first author on another.
Our guys do pretty well. So you all probably have a kitchen table with lots and lots of flyers from a whole lot of different schools, and I'm sure that they're great schools. But if you're a particularly curious person, I think that Villanova offers something special. The chance to team up with a faculty member, we're leaning into this, right? A faculty member that is passionately curious, dare I say nerdy, with an equal passion to find out things with a novice nerd. Thanks for listening. Go Cats.
That was marvelous. Thank you all so much. So the second pair of Villanovans that I want you to meet are Kate Szymanski, the Director of Professional Development in our college, in the college's Office for Undergraduate Students, and she's also an alumna of the college, and she was also one of my students, and that really makes me feel old because she has a son who is here now. So you know how I must feel. She, along with her student, Kenza Janati, are going to speak about internship and career-related opportunities in our college.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lucky. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be with you today. Again, my name is Kate Szymanski. It's an honor for me to serve as the college's Director of Internships and Professional Development in the Office for Undergraduate Students, or OUS, as we often shorten it to. I'm thrilled to speak with you all about career and internship professional development options and opportunities available to all students who study the liberal arts and sciences at Villanova. Following my brief remarks, I will introduce you to an incredible current student, Kenza Adrizi Janati, a junior studying political science and global interdisciplinary studies with a concentration in Arab and Islamic studies. Kenza will share with you her academic and professional development journey at Villanova, and I know that we'll all gain many, many valuable insights from Kenza's transformative and exemplary experiences here at Villanova. So let me pump the brakes for a minute. Maybe you're thinking to yourselves, internships, careers, professional development, my goodness, I'm still in high school, only now thinking about college in any meaningful way. I am not ready to have the careers discussion just yet. Or maybe you are ready and eager to begin or to continue these enlightening conversations about purposeful, fulfilling, and important work outside of the classroom. College is a brief 4 years, as we all know. We will be working professionally, however, for many, many more years to come. We at Villanova want to ensure that you are making wise, informed decisions when it comes to your professional life. This means that we want to work with you and partner with you to help you prepare for the workplace, no matter what unexpected and wonderful directions life may take you. It's a false dichotomy, isn't it, to suggest that a student's academic journey is separate and apart from their professional journey of exploration and discovery. Here in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Villanova, a student's academic and professional development journeys are integrated, connected, linked. Academic advisors and professional advisors like me work together to support students as they think about what success looks like for them in college and in life beyond. We want students to approach career conversations the way they approach their academic coursework, with passion, with rigor, with curiosity, there's that word again, with intention, with excitement. So what does professional development mean in our liberal arts and sciences context at Villanova? Professional growth and development can mean arriving to class and work on time, prepared, dressing appropriately for occasions, being engaged and actively participating, empathetically listening, caring about others, caring about one's work, writing and sending clear, complete, polite email messages to your supervisor at work or to your teacher or to your professor, using technology appropriately, being properly prepared to seize opportunities and more. And perhaps most importantly, professional development here means the process of discovering one's professional calling. What's meaningful to you? What matters to you? What problems do you seek to solve in our world? What energizes and excites you? A large part of professional growth and development is the building and demonstration of career readiness skills that future employers across all industries will want to see in you someday. And interestingly enough, and this is no accident, these are the very same skills that you'll cultivate as a student of the liberal arts and sciences at Villanova. Critical thinking, problem solving, communication, teamwork, a strong work ethic, leadership. How do you develop these skills as a student? The good news is that liberal arts and science students are uniquely positioned to grow and nurture these skills in powerful ways through their academic coursework in a range of disciplines. Through your discussions of great literature and historical texts, you develop critical thinking skills. By writing essays and research papers, you enhance your abilities to think and write clearly and critically, to discern fact from fiction. In your statistics and calculus classes, in laboratory classes, in your science classes, you develop essential problem solving and quantitative and teamwork skills, and the lists go on and on. In addition, students at Villanova have the opportunity to get involved in student organizations that help them enhance the same skills that employers seek and that help you excel as a student in the classroom, all by making valuable contributions to our campus community. All of this combined helps to nurture your professional growth and development at Villanova. And in OUS, we strive to help our students make sense of all this information in 5 primary ways: through academic professional development courses, through internships and other work experience, through workshops and networking events with employers and alumni, via student leadership work opportunities, and through on and off-campus partnerships. Let's take a bit of a look at professional development in our curriculum. You may elect to enroll in an Arts and Sciences Professional Development 1-credit course that focuses on creating a resume, researching internships, answering interview questions, leveraging social media for career success, and more. We offer professional development courses that dive deep into preparing for and pursuing careers in different industries such as financial services, public policy, healthcare, consulting, renewable energy, the arts, culture. We even have courses that explore building a resilience resume, networking for success, navigating roadblocks, rewriting your story, and more. We begin with questions. What problems do you seek to solve in our world? Who are you, and who do you seek to be? What matters to you? How will you make a positive difference? Who and how will you serve? And remember from there, we support you on your unique path. And remember, this is your path, yours to discover, yours to create, yours to forge ahead. The world of work continues to evolve and change at breakneck pace as technology, AI, and of all kinds continues to reshape the work humans do. We cannot predict the jobs of the future, but a liberal arts and sciences education will prepare you to adapt and succeed in this ever-changing landscape that you will enter and help shape one day. Through internships, you have a chance to explore a variety of careers in many fields, from entertainment, marketing, and healthcare, to journalism, pharmaceuticals, government, public policy, technology, and finance, and everything in between. We've had students intern at Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan and Chase, Bloomberg, Philabundance, Project Home, Duane Morris, NBC Sports, AlphaSites, Accenture, Johnson & Johnson, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, Boston Children's Hospital, Harvard's athletic department, SAP down the road, Microsoft, and many, many more. We know that our students intern often and participate in other experiential education activities as well. OUS also offers students professional skill-building workshops to learn about networking, how to use a tool like LinkedIn effectively, how to communicate appropriately in the workplace, and so much more. We encourage our students to attend all of our programs, to engage, to ask questions, to partner with us on this journey. This is how we learn in this college, together, collaboratively, in community. For students who wish to deepen their engagement in the professional development area, they can join our Bridge Society. Bridge is an acronym here standing for Building Relationships, Inspiring Development, Gaining Experience. Students are invited to learn about a variety of careers and industries of interests by connecting with alumni and employers who know a lot about these fields. Our events are pressure-free, enjoyable, and you will learn so very much while meeting terrific Villanova alumni who excel in their careers in the process. None of our work is completed in isolation. We collaborate often with academic advisors, our University Career Center, the other academic colleges, the Health Professions Advising Office, and the Alumni Affairs Office to create meaningful and relevant experiences for our students. Opportunities, options, collaboration, discovery, finding meaning and purpose in one's work. This is our approach to professional development in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and I hope that you'll consider joining us on this amazing journey together. As I wrap things up, I'd like to leave you with this as you navigate the world of college admissions in the future. Follow your heart, stay true to who you are, don't be someone you're not. Keep an open mind. Pursue a path both in college and beyond that challenges you and that fills you and the world with joy. I thank you. And now I'm delighted to introduce you to Kenza, who is studying political science and global interdisciplinary studies at Villanova, concentrating in Arab and Islamic studies. On campus, Kenza is a leader. She is part of the Center for Access, Success, and Achievement, CASA for short. CASA is dedicated to helping uplift first-generation Pell-eligible and historically underrepresented students on campus, and is part of the Student Advisory Board there. Kenza is also the Student Governments Association's Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, where she leads a group of members in DEI efforts across our campus. Kenza has taken advantage of study abroad, immersion experiences, and internship opportunities from Ireland to Cyprus to the San Diego-Tijuana border to Washington, D.C. Please join me in welcoming Kenza today.
Hi, everyone. So I just wanted to start off because I saw a quote in the video. It says, "Become what you are not yet." This is funny because this is exactly the quote I used in my application essay to Villanova. And I remember sitting, it was COVID, so I didn't get a chance to sit in fall preview day, but I remember going to my mom one night and I was like, that's such an interesting quote, become what you are not yet. And I think, I've always criticized, the notion that you need to become one thing, you need to become, you need to have one job in mind and one path in mind. I was very open about where my future was gonna go. And for some reason, that quote just stuck with me. And now standing in front of you guys today, around 3 years later, I can finally feel like I'm fulfilling that mission. And that's something that, Villanova gave to me 3 years ago and has stuck with me. But like Ms. Sumansky said, my name is Kenzie Idrisi. I'm a junior, very involved in campus, but I really want to, preface and say that my path is really my individualized path. It's something that I had to not only work on in myself and figure out what are my interests, what are my goals, but also lean on a lot of support on campus. I could not have done anything, all these travel experiences and internships. It wouldn't have been possible without OUS, without financial support, without a lot of offices, and also mental support from my parents and my family and friends. But I just want to, share a little bit about, kind of where all these experiences came from, what was kind of my mission in all of this. And so coming into Villanova, I knew that I wanted to travel. I wanted to see a world that was bigger than what I had experienced in my life. I came from a very small, low-income community. I knew that there was so much opportunity outside of what my life has already been. And so I really knew that that was something I wanted to do. I never had traveled outside the country, besides my home country. And that was something I really wanted to pursue. And so early on in freshman year, there was a program that was going on that was sending freshman year students to Dublin, Ireland. And now listen, Dublin, Ireland was not the first country that I would have thought about going to, but it was through the connection with my professor who was teaching my ACS and Moderns class. And so at Villanova, we have ACS and Moderns teachers teaching you, you have one in the fall and then you have one in the spring, so you're stuck with this one person. But you're not actually stuck. You're actually creating such a positive and, a relationship that you can take on for the entire year. And so she just happened to be leading a trip. And so she was like, I think, you're doing great. Please come to this info session. Went to the info session. I was like, I'm sorry, I would not be able to afford this. And so she was like, please, there's so many different places on campus you can go. And so office after office, I kept seeing support, right? They're saying, you seem so driven. You seem so like you want to go, you want to be able to travel and experience. And this was also an internship experience abroad as well. And sooner rather than later, I found myself on a plane ticket. I have a plane ticket and I'm on my way to Dublin, Ireland, to work with a nonprofit, Women for Election, and to increase representation of women in Irish politics. And now listen, as political science and global studies double major, this was like the dream, right? This was the freshman year. I couldn't even believe it. And I remember calling my mom every night, like, Mom, I made it. This is it. This is happiness. And so I quickly found, and after coming back on that one way, I was like, this is just the beginning, right? How can I make this part of my educational experience? I did not want to stop. And so then another professor I was really close with, Dr. Samer Aboud, and he's in the Arab and Islamic Studies department. He was like, hey, I'm taking a group of students as a part of embedded course to go to Nicosia, Cyprus, to understand the political and social ramifications of a frozen conflict. I was like, cool, where do I sign up? So then I went ahead, signed up for that, and through support, again, financial support and everything like that, I found myself on another plane ticket to go to Nicosia, Cyprus. And I spent, a week long with even my roommates and my best friends to go and explore a new country and come back having done real world field work with one of the most renowned, he has published books. This person, has had experiences in places like Syria and Lebanon, Morocco. He's traveled the world, he's gotten this experience, and he was able to provide that sense of, mentorship that I needed, especially in the field that I wanted to go to. And so I just kept finding myself in positions where I was learning globally, I was thinking globally, but I also knew I wanted to lead a little more globally. I wanted to develop my leadership skills as someone who's passionate about social justice and education reform and all international relations. It was so much in my head that I was excited about. And so I ended up leading a trip to the San Diego-Tijuana border, learning about immigration justice, where it was approximately 15 Villanova students. I had done this program freshman year as just a normal member, and I was like, let me challenge myself. I'm really, quiet, and I was like, I need to develop my leadership skills. I need to learn how to publicly speak. I need to learn how to, just develop that professionalism, but then also just engage with people. And so I found myself taking a group of students with one of my best friends who co-led with me. We talked about, community development, and most importantly, right, that second experience was more about myself. It was more about, the community itself and how I am, how I relate to it, but it was also about myself. How do I speak consciously? How do I, think about solutions that are community-based and think outside the box and be creative. And so, all these culmination of things, of travel experiences so far, I've been able to get that kind of mindset. And then it led me into a whole nother direction of research. And, I knew I wanted to get involved in research. It's a critical component to any education. And so I found myself taking classes that weren't just come in, lecture, and Villanova does a really great job at doing that. And so I found myself taking a class called Public Policy Consulting, where I was basically working as a consultant for a nonprofit just outside in the Philadelphia region. And I was working on, housing programs, housing vouchers, fell in love with the topic. And then I found myself this past summer working at the Department of Housing and Urban Development in Washington, D.C. as a federal intern. And so, when I say become what you have not yet, right, that idea of becoming something, right, I don't think of myself anymore as becoming, I think of myself as becoming more professional and all these different skills, but I think about myself as becoming a more careful person, becoming someone who, loves people and who is patient. And through these experiences, Villanova doesn't just teach you, research skills and hard skills. They teach you how to be a good person in society. And that's something that I take right now in my leadership role as the VP of D&I and SGA. And then now I'm gonna take it with me for where I go post-grad. But I just wanna say that, this could not have been possible without people that have supported me, believed in me, and I think Villanova faculty, staff, every single person that I have engaged with at Villanova has supported me. And I think that, if you have something you're interested in, that you're passionate about something, maybe you don't know what it is you want to become right yet in terms of a job or in terms of a specific role. Just know that you will find who you are, the person that you want to be internally, and that will carry with you throughout your entire life. Thank you.
So, Kenza, thank you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Dr. Minbiel. Thank you, Zach. I just want to say this as we're sort of beginning to wrap this up and you all are going to move on to the next part. I'm a parent, and I'm a parent of a Villanova alum. And you parents, I want to talk to the parents in the audience. It's a big investment when you start to think about college. And it's also a big decision that you're making as your children are thinking about liberal arts and sciences. And I want to just be I want to be really transparent here and sort of speak to the elephant in the room. The word on the street is that a college liberal arts and sciences degree is not worth anything. But that is a lie. And what you just saw with our two students is the supreme indication of what a liberal arts and sciences degree will do for you. As I said in the beginning, we're not engineers, right? We're not teaching people how to build buildings. We're not teaching people how to be nurses or how to be doctors necessarily. What we are doing is teaching our students how to be people who are then going to go into the world and take the skills that they have and become doctors, and become lawyers, and become peacekeepers, and become teachers. And they're going to do it with integrity, and they're going to do it with intelligence. And that's the value of a Villanova liberal arts degree. So I appreciate that you have let us talk to you and that you have sat so attentively and listened. And I also appreciate, on behalf of Villanova University, thank you for spending time with us. You're going to get to go to hear the departments, the department presentations. You're going to be able to wander around. And I want to encourage you, ask questions. Everybody's here for you. So for at 2 o'clock, and we're going to hear our next steps. But the academic department and presentations and open houses are going to happen. And also make sure when you go into the St. Augustine Center, you stop by our office for undergraduate students that's located on the first floor of the St. Augustine Center. That office, I like to say, supports students from orientation to graduation. And so you want to see where your potential new home will be. Thank you, prospective Villanova students and families, for visiting our university this afternoon. I hope that the remainder of your visit is wonderful and rewarding, and I also hope to see you again when we welcome the members of the class of 2028 next August. Thanks.